I absolutely love side hustles. So much, in fact, that I started a series called Flip Nation where I interview side hustle experts. I've met people who are doing car wash businesses, Turo businesses, and Airbnb businesses. But there are a bunch of side hustles that I have not ever mentioned before on this channel that I think are extremely lucrative. But the reason you've never heard of them is because they're also extremely boring and nobody is searching for them. So in this video, I'm gonna reveal 5 of my favorite boring businesses that you can do from your home. And the best part about all these businesses is they're all growing and they're gonna be even bigger in the future. If you're new to my channel, my name's Ryan Pineda. I'm a real estate investor and entrepreneur, and my goal is to start helping people live the wealthy way. It's a way of life that I think is gonna make you more fulfilled in your business, in your relationships, in your faith, and in your health. I have a free course that you can download, as well as a free planner that you can use every single morning, and a free Discord community. If you want to get access to all of that, you can go to wealthyway.com. Now let's jump into the 5 boring side hustle ideas that are gonna make you a lot of money. The first side hustle is copywriting. So this is not to be confused with copyright. Trust me, that's what I thought too when I first heard the term. No, copywriting is essentially writing advertisements for companies to get people to buy their products and services. And this is a very boring business, but it is extremely lucrative. In fact, I know copywriters who have made millions of dollars every year from their skills. Many of them have written ads that are so good, and they got royalties on those ads for years. And because that ad produced so much income, they got paid accordingly. Now, obviously, in order to get to that kind of level, you've got to develop the right skills with your writing ability. You've got to have the right company that has a product or service that can sell a lot and make millions. And you've also got to negotiate the right deal so that you get paid for your efforts in the long haul. But that's kind of the big leagues of copywriting. Let's just say you're now getting started doing it. Well, there are multiple ways to break into the game. One way is by writing emails for businesses. The current person who writes the emails for my businesses makes over $10,000 a month doing it. If you're on my newsletter, then you've probably seen emails from me or my companies every single day. It takes a lot of work to write those emails, but somebody is getting paid to do it. But the thing is, most businesses don't use email marketing on a consistent basis. I was actually one of those people. I didn't start doing emails consistently until last year. So there's definitely a need for people to write emails for these companies. And I can tell you, hiring an email person in my businesses was such a great decision. We've been able to contribute over $100,000 a month in revenue from the emails that he's writing. So the return is well worth it. Now, if you're trying to go get companies to let you write emails for them, I would recommend doing some form of salary plus commission. That way it's a win-win for the company if you are selling so many products through your emails. But that's just one way to use copywriting skills. You can also do the copywriting for Facebook ads, for YouTube ads, for any kind of ad that businesses are running. You can also write it for landing pages of certain products. Have you ever clicked on a page for a product or service, or maybe an event that was coming up? You probably read through some really good copywriting with the intention to get you to buy that thing. So there's always going to be a need for this business, and as things become more digital, I feel that that need is going to continue to grow. And it's a skill that will pay you more and more with actually less work as your skills get better. If you write one landing page that can go make millions and millions of dollars, it might not take you as long to do it because it's not strictly just based on how much volume of copy you write. It's strictly based on what that one piece of copy produces revenue-wise. So if you want to learn how to do that, definitely go check out some different YouTube videos on how to become a copywriter. The second boring job that you can look at doing is being a content editor. Never have editors been in more demand than they are today. It's literally the biggest bottleneck for creators like myself, or even companies who are trying to get on social media. Everybody is aware of how much power, influence, and content creation has. I've been proof of this the last 2 years since I started taking content seriously. But it's funny because one of the things people always ask me is, who does the subtitles on all of my Instagram Reels or my TikToks or my YouTube Shorts? They're really catchy, they look good, they make people engage with the video. And the truth is, it's not any kind of software or anything like that. It's simply all of my editors putting in work with their great skill. In fact, the person who edited this video that you're watching right now got paid $300 to do it. And I'm not sure how long it took them to do this particular video, but my guess is they're probably making anywhere from $50 to $100 an hour editing my videos. Now, I do believe that YouTube video editors are easier to find for this kind of content. Finding the short form editors who can do the punchy clips like I do in mine is much more difficult. Mainly because it's so hard to sift through all of my current content, pick a good clip that we think could have some viral potential, then chop it up so it's really punchy, and then add all of those subtitles and different things that you see. It takes a ton of work just to produce a 30-second video. But I don't want to discredit my YouTube editors either, because they are amazing as well, and they're gonna make me look like an idiot on this video if I keep talking smack. Moral of the story, if you can learn to edit videos, you can make some pretty good money. And learning to edit yourself is not difficult. Most people can teach themselves just by watching YouTube videos, and the demand for editors is gonna continue to grow as this social media thing continues to grow. The third boring business that I want to give you is a content manager. So on the other side of the content creator spectrum is the manager, who can do many different jobs. And depending on what this person does is gonna dictate their pay. At the top level, they can oversee the entire operation. This means making sure enough videos get filmed, organizing different collaborations, making sure the edits come out on time, making sure the videos get posted. They can help creators come up with content ideas, they can negotiate brand deals and affiliates. There's a huge need for content managers as creators grow more and more powerful. And so as a creator, I would say if you are somebody who is organized while also creative, you have the ability to be a content manager for someone. This position is gonna continue to grow in value and in demand. And once again, I can tell you, I am proof of what having a great team can look like and do for you. And I believe that more companies and people are gonna start creating content, so this is an amazing, boring business that's going to grow. Now, the fourth boring business that I wanna bring to your attention is Airbnb host. I love this business because I've seen it firsthand with my own person who hosts my Airbnbs. For those who don't know, I currently have 10 Airbnbs in Big Bear, California. And when I first started buying those properties, I was managing them on my own, just learning how Airbnb worked. But eventually I used those skills and I trained somebody else to manage them for me. And for managing all my properties, I pay her 10% of the profit. And since managing my properties and making the system even better and better, she's been able to get more clients in that area. In fact, she now has 25 different properties that she manages. And along with that, by having this business, she's now been able to buy Airbnbs of her own as well. I actually wholesaled her their very first property in Big Bear for $190,000. And in just a couple of years since doing that, the property is now worth over $500,000. So yeah, she's doing pretty good on that front, as well as making 6 figures a year just managing these properties. So I think being an Airbnb host is an amazing business that you can start from your home. You don't have to actually live in that area. My host lives in Las Vegas where I live, and she's managing all of these properties remotely. And I think it's a great way for somebody to make a lot of active income and then transition into owning investments for themselves. This is exactly what her and her husband did. And in my coaching program at Future Flipper, we actually talk about Airbnbs quite a bit. If you want to learn more about how you can get started investing in real estate, whether it's Airbnbs, house flips, wholesales, or just normal long-term rentals, go to futureflipper.com. You can book a call with my team completely for free. Now, the fifth boring business that I want to make you aware of is a media buyer. This side hustle can make a ton of money, just like being a copywriter. Basically, a media buyer is somebody who is buying the ad spots for your business. So this could be buying Facebook ads, TikTok ads, YouTube ads, or even just Google ads. And just like all these other businesses I've mentioned, media buyers are very, very hard to find, and they are people who are in high demand. I've had to go through years of having bad media buyers before I finally was able to get one that's getting me great results. In the last 2 months alone, we've spent $60,000 on social media ads, and it's made us $250,000 in revenue. I'll take a 4 to 5x return on my money any day of the week when it comes to ads. Now, as far as how a media buyer makes money, they're all different. Some of them charge a monthly retainer plus some type of profit split. I've seen arguments for having it both ways, but for me, I would rather have somebody who's getting incentivized by the amount of profit we make. If we're closing deals and we're all making money together, then it's gonna be a beautiful relationship. But for you as a media buyer, you may not wanna go that route if the business you're buying ads for can't close on the products. Maybe you're generating great leads, but they don't have a very good sales team to close those leads. So it all depends, but I've seen media buyers make anywhere from 5 to 15% on the net profit. But anyways, I hope these gave you some great ideas on some boring businesses that you can do from home. Most of these you can learn just by watching YouTube videos about those specific subjects, so definitely check them out for the ones that interest you. And make sure you're subscribed to this channel so that you're always up to date on all the different ways to make money. Thanks for watching. Peace.